Hello, 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 and welcome to Waking Up with Depeche Mode. My name is Ray Luna, and I teach little piano tutorials here on YouTube as well as Twitch, and then I broadcast live to my family and friends on Facebook. Sorry to you guys yesterday. For some reason, Facebook would not log in, so I had to broadcast to Twitch and YouTube only. So if you want to see episode 128, yesterday, which was the 28th of, how funny, the 28th is on the 28th. You want to check out that episode, then go ahead and check it out on YouTube. It's for free. It's in the live stream area. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. I was feeling really funky yesterday and wanted to play some crazy bass lines and things like that. And I'm still kind of on that trip this week for some reason. So I'm going to show you something, a little surprise in a minute. But let's go ahead and take a look at 1987's Music for the Masses album. And the first song on that album was Never Let Me Down Again. So let me go ahead and take a look. We're in the key of D minor, right? What I was playing there earlier was a little bit of the chorus. Right? So I'll show you a little bit of that first. Let's go over the chorus. Now, mind you, I have full tutorials of this song, and I have played this song 1,000 times on the live stream, but it's such a challenge to play it. That's why I play this song all the time. Okay, there's certain songs that I go to that just warm me up every morning, and one of them is this one. Okay, and I'll show you why in a minute, but let me go ahead and walk you through the chords here. So, in the left hand, you're playing C. It's a C minor. We're flying high, B flat, watching the world pass us by, to F major, okay? C minor, never wanna come down, B flat major, G minor to F major, right? That's what you're doing. However, it's not how you play it. It's kind of like this. It's an inversion. It's like an inversion of chords, right? Down to the B flat. Okay, this inversion of B flat. Right? So starting on the C minor. Right? Down to the G minor. Okay, so on that B flat, I'm just kind of just playing around with the B flat to the C, down to the G minor, to the F, okay? So I'm just kind of going like that. Okay, it's like this. I should go like this. Okay, let's go ahead and walk you through the rest of that. Okay, so you kind of get the idea of the chorus now, right? Then if you can do it, then sing on top of it. We're flying high, watching the world pass us by. Never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground. Something like that, okay? To kind of make it exciting, or you could just make it real simple on yourself. The other thing is you want to try to keep this kind of beat. Like, what I do is I go along with the drum beat, which is kind of a if you can add that extra note, great. If not, just kind of go. But if you can walk down, like hit that extra note. That little. Where's that? Oh, anyway. Okay, you get the point, right? Oh, to F. Right? That's what I'm doing in the left hand, actually, when I play it. Now let's go to our main little riff, the beginning of the song, the intro. D, C, F. That's an E flat. Back to the D. Down to C. F. E flat. And then to the D. Okay, and I'll show you the next little riff after. Okay, so let's do it again. Right hand, it goes like this. Okay, like that. Okay? Left hand. Okay, now if you can do the right, then go ahead and do that. Now let's put the hands together. Right, now we move to this part, this little riff. This is my favorite part. I love this part. It's so funky. Right, that part. Martin Gore's funky, isn't he? He's kind of a funky guy, huh? Right? Sorry, I got carried away there. Okay, so we come out of the intro, which is the D, C, F, E flat. Then you come down to this D here. You're going D minor to C. Then you jump up an octave, okay? So it's like this. Sorry, on the D here. Then jump up an octave to the G, okay? So you're just going D to C, like that, G, okay? So now you kind of make it funky by doing the like that, okay? So now watch. Right? That's what kind of gives it that funkiness is when you put the hands together, because it's like. And you go right into the chorus. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look now at the verse. So we got the intro. We got our main licks, right? So then you go right into verse 1. Now, verse 1, I was never really able to come up with anything I felt like a great arrangement on this part because really the bass line is like a ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-da-dum bum bum, right? So it's, let's see, it'd be on G, so it'd be on D. So I'm taking a ride with my best friend, right? So it'd be. So I mean, I really never could come up with anything interesting, so I just play it like the verse like this. You're going from D minor, so I'm taking a ride with my best friend, and I hope he never lets me down again. Well, he knows where he's taking me where I want to be. I'm taking a ride with my best friend. Right now it's our chorus, okay? So that's how I play the verse, and I mean it's kind of the best arrangement I can come up with. Technically the bass line is more like a, where's it at? And then back down to the G. Something like that. Anyway, okay, so you kind of get the point, but that's how I'm doing it. D minor. So that's it. Just D minor, C to G minor. Or to G there. Okay, then you get down to this part. So he knows where he's taking me. Then you go to A major. Taking me where I wanna be, to G minor, right? I'm taking a ride with my best friend. Now the reason I'm showing you that part is because this becomes very important at the outro of the song. These chords, D minor, C, A to G minor, because that is your outro. Where everybody's doing the hands back and forth at the concert, you're playing this riff here. See how you're going to the A now, right? So that's why it becomes very important. It's never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. Right, and then even see the stars shine bright. Everything's alright tonight. Right? So that's how the song ends. But the riff you're playing is D minor to C to A, G minor, right? So it's different than the other one that we did. That one only went to G, right? This one goes D, C, A to G minor. Okay, that's the outro, so it's different. Okay, so that's why I'm pointing it out. So those chords, this is your outro. D minor, C, A to G minor, okay? Once again, I always do it too fast. Sorry, guys. D minor, C major, A major. Let's hold that for a second so you can see it. To G minor. Okay, so now it's, there's your C, again. Okay? D minor to C. A, G minor. Never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down. See the stars are shining bright. Everything's all right. Anyway, okay, let's start getting carried away. So that is how the song ends. And then you just kind of end it with the chords. Right, and on a D. Very dramatic, very dramatic. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Right, and then we'll see you next time. Okay, that's Depeche Mode. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. I'm so weird. I have issues. Okay, so here we go. Let's log out of this. All right, so I was taking a look at Never Let Me Down again. I have some other songs that I'm going to take and show you guys, but let's go ahead and take a look at Stripped next. I'm going to take a look at Stripped. Come with me into the trees, I believe, Stripped. This is from the 1986 album now. We're going a year backwards here. We're going to go to the 1986 album, Black Celebration. Stripped is in the key of G major. So let's go ahead and change my little app here, my program, to G major. And let's take a look at Stripped. Stripped is a fun one. It's tricky, though. Should we do the concert version? Let's change this to the regular piano. Let's add some strings. That is what we're going to learn right now. A little bit of Stripped. Okay, let's go ahead and start with that dramatic intro. This is the live version. I mean, they've been playing this intro. That's how you know it's Stripped. So when you hear those first two notes, you know? And you're like, yeah, it's Stripped, right? For those die-hard Depeche Mode fans. I remember the first time I heard Stripped live was in 1986 at the Forum in LA. Back then it was the Great Western Forum. Now it's, I think, the Kia Forum. Anyway, let's starting with C's in the left hand. Let's show you the left hand. You're going to be going here, C, G, B flat to D. I want to say let's see, let's start here. D minor. So it's... Okay, so now you're starting with C's in this hand, but don't be fooled. In the right hand, you're starting on a D. Okay. Then you're going to go down to the G in the left hand, and an A in the right hand. up to the B flat. Okay, so we're going. That's the trickiest part to remember because it's C in this hand, but D in this one. G in the left hand, and A in the right to B flat. Then we go up to a B flat in the right, in the left hand, and we're gonna go C and F. And then the beautiful thing is we're gonna do C and F twice when we go to the D. Okay, so there's not a whole lot to remember, right? So let's start with that C in the left hand again. Isn't that great? You repeat it, so you don't have to remember it. It's awesome. Okay, let's do it again. So you not only learned the intro, but you learned the outro of the song too. And it's also part of the chorus because you can sing over it. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Me see you stripped down to the bone. Isn't that great? So if you can do it, and I can barely do it, you could play and sing it. It's beautiful. That is your outro as well as the dramatic concert version intro. Now let's go to our main verse 1. Verse 1 is tricky. There's a lot going on here. We got a D minor. Right? We're going to hit some D's in the left hand. So what I do is I walk down a D minor, kind of arpeggiating the chord, just playing, instead of playing a chord, you play, one note at a time kind of thing. So I walk down and kind of do it like a little, right, let's take the strings off of this part. All right, let's do something a little less harsh to the ears. Like that, okay? I walk down. Okay, like that. Now the left hand is very important because it helps me keep time. So what I'm going as just doing kind of like a pinky and then an up an octave with the thumb like that. Right, so that hit there reminds me where I'm going. And on the E, you jump down to an A. Okay, so let's do it again. Now we're down to an A, okay? Like that, okay? So that is the whole thing we're going to learn. Sorry. Okay, my apologies. I never play that slow, so give me a second to make sure I'm showing you correctly. show you that part next. Okay, let's make sure we're getting this down because this is what you sing to. It's come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass and let the hours pass. Take my hand, come back to the land. Let's get away just for one day. Then we go to our chorus. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Okay, we'll learn that part next. There's always something else to learn, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. We came out of the verse. Like I said, the verse, now mind you, there's full tutorials on my channel that break it down even slower than this. But it is tricky to get to that first verse because of all the walk downs, getting the right note. Okay, so it's come with me into the trees. Lay on the grass and let the hours pass. Take my hand, come back to the land. Let's get away just for one day. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right, we'll learn that next. Okay, let's take a look at the chorus now. That was one last look at the verse, right? So let's take a look at the chorus closely. You're doing the same chord changes that we learned for the right, the intro and the outro. So you're just going C, G, B flat to D, C, G, B flat to D. One more time, C, G, B flat to D. Now in the right hand, this looks so simple, but it's trickier than it looks. Okay, we're going like this. Right? It's tricky to keep the time on it, right? So it's sorry, my finger slipped there. So it should be so. So there's a definite pattern there. You guys hear it? You hear it? Right? And it kind of builds an intensity too. As you start with that first one, it's kind of soft. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. And it's kind of a crescendo. You see how it builds? Then you get to the... right? So the song is pretty intense. It's very moody, and you have to like really lean into the mood of it as you're playing it in order to really give it some soul. Okay, so that's how it goes. So I won't lie to you, it's going to be tricky to, it is tricky at first to try to sing it because it is a tricky rhythm, right? So it's let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Okay, we're starting up here on an A with the middle finger. Whoa, my nails are all beat up. Okay, so we're going to go over the middle finger. Why? Because you want to hit the C with that pinky. Okay. Okay, like that. Then you jump over and move to this finger. What is this? Your pointer, your ring, not your ring, whatever, your index finger, whatever this one is. That guy. Okay. Why? Because that way your thumb can hit the D. Okay, so it's shifting from here, then down. Okay, like that. Then in the left hand, you're just kind of accenting it with D octave. So it's. Sorry. Then when you change, right? When you change fingers there, so that's where you hit the D's at. Okay, like that. Now the reason why you want to get that down, and you want to try to do it with your eyes closed, really, like without thinking about it, is because you have to sing. Pardon me. Bit something on my lip. You have to sing verse 2 up an octave, but you're playing the same thing. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. I taste when we kiss. Take my hand, come back to the land where everything's ours for a few hours. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right, so you got to get that down. Then you jump up an octave for verse 2. Down to an A. Right, so that's when you're singing the verse. It goes like that because it has to go down to the A, right? So here it goes. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. I taste when we kiss. Back to the top. Take my hand. Come back to the land where everything's ours for a few hours. And then it goes to our chorus. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right? Okay, so once you get that, then you get to the part, like the bridge of the song, where it's let me hear you make decisions without your televisions. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Ooh. Pardon me, that part is still the same. Let me hear you make decisions out your television. Let me hear you speaking that takes you right to the outro of the song. And then all you got to do is just play our outro. So it's like this. So you're going, so me hear you make decisions out your television. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Yeah, yeah. Then right here. Right? So when you get to me hear you speaking just for me. Yeah. So yeah. That's how I do it. Right, and then you then you start singing, let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Right, then you go back to the, let me hear you. Sorry, let me see you stripped down to the bone. Crying just for me. Right, so that's how the song kind of goes back and forth. You're playing this one. And then they're kind of layered on top of. Both of those are being played at the same time on the original recording, and I think in the live version too. So someone's doing the. And someone else is going. Right? So, but I'm only one person. Although I would like to be able to actually do that. Like with one hand, be able to do both those rhythms. I'm that crazy. That's what I'm actually trying to work on. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and move forward. That was stripped. It's pretty much everything you need to know. And if not, there is a full tutorial on my channel. Now I'm going to show you. Let's take a break from Depeche Mode for a second. Because we are going to come back to Everything Counts, I think, today. I was working on. Okay, let me show you where I'm heading. This is where I'm trying to go, okay? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually going to do this right now. But let me show you. So I give you an idea of where I'm heading as a piano player, hopefully. This is what I was working on this morning. This is a little Fats Domino, right? So we've got the intro to Blueberry Hill. Right, that is just the right hand. Okay, so that whole part, and I just learned it this morning. So, but it goes to that. Okay, that's the right hand. Okay, now watch the left hand. It goes like this. So when you start that, you're actually on a B flat going to an E flat. Okay, so you catch the B flat here, then you go to here, right? When you're doing this, in the left hand, it starts going like this. It goes, let me make sure I get it right. So it's a slide. So the first one is like a slide. The second one is very deliberate. And it's this rhythm that is just fantastic, right? It's oh, sorry, I didn't do the slide. Right? And then you got to put the hands together. Okay, you're supposed to put the hands together, so it's. Oh my gosh. Something like that. Anyway, you get the idea. So that's Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino. So I am heading in that direction, like all the Jerry Lee Lewis stuff. Like I said, like the Ray Charles, you know. Right? There he goes. Right? That kind of stuff. Anyway, that is where I'm trying to head back in time. I'm trying to go back to like Scott Joplin and, you know, where's that? Remember those songs like the ragtime and all that kind of stuff, and then boogie woogie piano, like, you know. Right, so that kind of stuff. Anyway, okay, I digress. I'm going to go ahead and get back to some 80s music. Let's go ahead and take a look at The Cure. We're going to take a look at A Forest by The Cure. This is probably my favorite song by The Cure. It's always been my favorite. So let's go ahead and take a look. What key is this one in? This is A Forest. And of course, I did not write it down. I have it written down, but I don't have the key itself. So let me see what key it's in real quick. Did I write it over here? A Forest is in A minor. Perfect. Anyway, you get an idea now of where my brain is at and what kind of stuff I'm working on. And then, of course, I'm still trying to finish. Still working on that one. I'm almost done with it. I'm up to this part. That's the part I'm up to. That's so hard. So I think that's the part I've taught up to, and then I need to finish that song. That one, and then of course. Should have held that note there. can tell I just learned the ending to that. I barely just learned the ending from this part where it changes hands. This part's so tricky right here. Hey, Michael Kennedy, how are you? Sorry about that. I was a little self-focused. Is it impressive that you can remember all that? Or could it be, you're funny, Mike. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it is Beethoven. And actually, this is Depeche Mode related because on the B side of Little 15, Alan Wilder plays the first movement of the Moonlight Sonata. So actually, I'm in the wrong key though. Unfortunately, I think I had it set to the wrong key, but I was just kind of noodling around with it, and then it's one of those songs you get started, you really can't stop. Yeah, it's like a 7-minute song. I've been playing the first part for probably about 15, 20 years. But the very end, the last end of it, that where it changes the hands, changes to this hand. Oh my gosh, I have been noodling with that one forever. Anyway, thank you so much for noticing. Yeah, that is what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do, oh my goodness, I am so ADHD. I'm going to do a Forest by The Cure. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into The Cure now. Come closer and see into the trees, right? A minor, find the girl while you can. Come closer and see into the dark. Just follow your eyes. Just follow your eyes. To C. So here's your chords: A minor to C major, F major to D major, there you go. That sounds like a good arrangement, right? Right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the intro of the song. How dramatic is that? So dramatic. Just put some strings on it. So let's go to the A minor. You're going to an octave here. Then you're going to change to the C. Sorry, and then the F. Let me show you the right hand first. Let's do this like this. right? Very simple. A to the octave, A to the F, A to the E, A to the F, like that. Right? Just always go back to the A there. Right? Left hand just goes through the pattern of A, C, F, D. And yes, it is the higher D, not the lower D. I know it's closer to go here, but it's not. So tough. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. But technically it is the higher one. Whatever feels good sounds good to you, man. Okay, so here we go. So now watch this part. You're going to go up. That's a C, and then to a B, then to F. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's do that again. On the A here, up to the D. Okay, like that. All right, so let's do it from the top. Now here we go. That is your intro. And then you just basically run through this pattern for the rest of the song. It's to D. And you can just sing along with that, right? So come closer and see into the trees, find the girl while you can. Come closer and see into the dark. Just follow your eyes. Oh, sorry. Just follow your eyes. Then you go to a B major, sorry. To C major. To A. And you just kind of cruise there. Back to C. B major, C major, A, back to C, then B major, C up to A, F, back to. That's it. That nice little build. B, C to A, and this is the inversion. Resolves down to that C there. So B, B, C, 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 A, C, B, 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 C, A, Right, and that is it. You got your intro, you got your chords, you got everything you need to play The Cure's Forest by The Cure, which is my favorite Cure song. Well, I mean, I have a few favorites. I like Charlotte sometimes too. Ooh. A Night Like This, you know, Like Cockatoos is another one I love. I love a lot. And these are like the rare ones, the ones that you have to know the albums like Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and Disintegration. Some of those albums. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it up here for the day. I want to thank you, Michael Kennedy, for stopping by and checking out my little Moonlight Sonata cover there. Kind of blew it at the end, but we're working on it. Not bad. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed and happy day, everyone. And hopefully we're back on Facebook today. So if you want to check out yesterday's episode, if you were on Facebook and you didn't see it, yesterday's episode is available on YouTube. So, hey, love my vids. Just started learning, having access to so many videos about depression. Hey, thank you. Thank you. How do you say your name? Batunhan? Gunnar. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I love your emoji there. It's in the back. Look at you can see, watch, let me go to my main screen here. See that Pink Floyd poster in the back right up over my shoulder here? I guess behind me. You see it right next to Paul McCartney in the back on the far right upper corner. That is my little Pink Floyd little prism there from Dark Side. Probably one of my favorite albums, right? Oh gosh, what songs do I know from Pink Floyd? Let's see what I know. Oh, I think I know Comfortably Numb, I think. Let me take, so it would be hello. Is there anybody in? No, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. To E minor. Is there anyone at home? Come on now. I hear you feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax. I need some information. Where's it at? Information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain, you are receding. So be. Right, so something like that, right? So there is no pain, you are receding. Distant ships smoke on the horizon. You're only coming through in white. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. Can't explain, you will not understand. It's not how I am. And where's that? Have become comfortably numb. I forgot the chorus. And see where it's at. No, it's not. It's not G. Have become comfortably numb. It ends on a D. Anyway, you get the point. I was planning on playing comfortably numb. I guess I could look up the chords. Anyway, you inspired me. You inspired me. I want to make sure I pronounce your name right, so I'm hoping it's right. Batuhan. Okay? But thank you for inspiring me. I need to learn some more Pink Floyd. I want to do some like from Dark Side, like that is the That is the bass line for that. So you're going to be playing. Anyway, we're going to learn so many cool songs on this channel, Mr. Batuhan. And I would love to pronounce your right name right, too. So is it Goon? Is it Motley Crue? So is it Gooner? Mr. Gooner? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm logging off for the day, but I will be back tomorrow. I usually live stream between 10 and 11 for about an hour. So just join me there. Join me on any social media like Twitch. I'm over on Twitch too. Facebook. I need to start a Discord. I believe it was oh my gosh, I forgot now. The other day I was gonna do a Discord, and then my mom went to the hospital, so we had like some emergency stuff going on. But we're gonna get together as a community here and learn some songs from the 80s together. So I really want to thank you for your time. I'm working on some tutorials for will you stand above me? Look my way or walk on by, and the rain keeps falling down. Right? Songs like that, like we're doing all kinds of stuff on this channel. So I want to thank you for tuning in. You guys keep inspiring me to learn new songs. The other day I was doing this one. I'm so ADHD right now. So where's that? Right nowhere, girl. So we're gonna do those kind of songs, right? Or yesterday we did Just Can't Get Enough, And then we did this one. Oh wait, let's just go back to here. Boom. I'm rambling now. This is how I know if my hands are warmed up and ready for my recording for the day. And we'll end it on that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Gunnar, if I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you, Michael Kennedy, for tuning in and checking out my little Moonlight Sonata. We will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed and happy day. God bless you all. Bye, everyone.